guys, we did it. It is Rough Draft Challenge, November 1st. It is time for us to have the best month. I am more excited for this month and actual writing than I have been in ages. And I cannot wait to share this month with you. I'm literally getting chills all over my body just thinking about it. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some ups and downs. There will probably be tears at some point, but there will be laughter, there will be flow, and there will be community. So let's get going because the Rough Draft Challenge begins now. As is tradition this time of year, I have been so busy over the month of October with Spooktacular and Preptober and baseball and field trips and so many things going on. It was a super, super fun month, but my house is trashed. George keeps up with so much of the house, but my stuff just tends to get messier and messier. And I just don't take the time to clean it up. I really need to get better about that. But for now, I just am who I am. So what we're going to do is we are going to use this as fuel. We're going to use this as motivational fuel. If things are messy, it will feel so good when it's all organized and you're ready to go. So today is going to be let's refuel the tank kind of day. We're going to clean up. We're going to put away all the Halloween decorations. We're going to go live for Rough Draft Challenge kickoff from 3 to 6 p.m. 3 hours with my friends. It's going to be so fun. And then we're going to keep cleaning. We're going to set some goals, get some writing in. And then tonight is the final game of the World Series, the Dodgers versus the Blue Jays. So we're going to hopefully get a little reward tonight of watching some baseball and having some snacks. So let's make it a good day. It is already currently 12:40. I've just eaten lunch with the kids and I've got about an hour and 20 minutes to get my entire main office where I'm going to be live streaming clean and free of Halloween decorations. So let's get going. Okay, a little family magic and help, and we have most of the spooky things out. What's funny is because I like spooky things, there are certain pieces of it that I keep out all year, so they are always like, which pieces go and what stays? Obviously, I need to kind of clean some of the bookcase. I have an overflow of books here, and, you know, I still want to be able to display some things and not have it look too cluttered. So I need to move some books around in my house. I also still have a bit of a mess here and my desk definitely needs to be cleared. It is 1:09, so I need to get moving because I go live in 50 minutes. One of the things I definitely am not good at is cord management. So if you have like any big tips about that, let me know. But otherwise, just a few other little things to tidy and we are good to go. One of my favorite shelves is some of my favorite anime and book heroines. So I've got, well, let me know who you recognize. Curious to know how many people will get all of these. I need to get a Lucy Heartfilia, but so far all I have is Urza Scarlet. But I have been kind of making this my little shelf of heroines. I do have Mikasa up here as well as the Sword Art Online. but my latest is Wednesday. So we're going to put Wednesday right here. So let's get her out of the box. Oh my gosh, how did 3 hours just go by? We had the best time. That was so much fun. I didn't really get a lot of footage, but if you want to see that, or if you want to just have a live stream that you can go watch on a replay to get some writing sprints in, that was really fun. And you can, on replay, you can just fast forward the chatting because there was a lot of chatting as well. But that was so much fun. And actually, I thought about showing my rewards on the channel on the live, but then I thought I'm gonna do it here for you guys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what my rewards are, because I have found over the years doing NaNoWriMo, where the goal was always 50K, that it helps me to have a 10K milestone and a big goal to reach toward at the end, something that I really want, that's gonna motivate me those days that I don't feel like writing. So we are no longer in NaNoWriMo, we're in the Rough Draft Challenge. However, I still set a goal for myself this year of 50K, and we haven't really talked about that yet. So what I have been doing on my reader focus channel. So I have this Heart Breathings channel, but then I also have a focus channel for my readers, and that is at Sarra Cannon. I will link it for you down below if you want to come hang out. And I'm trying something that is similar to what I did during the pandemic time in 2021, at the beginning of 2020. Now I'm like, what year was that? 2020. I read a book online as I was writing it. It's called The Witch's Key. And I thought it was going to be just like a short story or a novella to get us through a week or two. And it turned into months of daily live streams where I would walk every morning with my family. I would write, and then I would show up at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. and I would read what I wrote for the day. And it was one of the most fulfilling writerly experiences, even though it pushed me a little bit. It was that level of community just awakened something inside me. But I couldn't sustain that at that time in my life. So now I am back to it and doing something similar, even though I have already written the rough draft of the first book. So this series is tied to my Shadow Demon Saga, which is the 12-book series that I've been working on since 2010. So I've written and published 30 books, and 16 of them have been part of that universe, that world. And there's one more book in that series to come, but I also wanted to write a spin-off series, and this is called The Shadow Games. It's set a little bit in the past. You don't necessarily need to read the other story to get this story. However, it's similar to like series that weave in and out of each other. So if you read them all, you will get a lot more out of it than if you just read one, but you can just read them standalone from each other. So The Shadow Games is a new adult romantasy, portal fantasy, sort of death games story. It's like Gladiator in a romantasy. and I'm loving the heck out of it. I'm having so much fun. The world building, the characters, all the secrets that I know that my fans don't know yet. Like, we're having the best time. So I read the first episodes, the first 6 live during October. Took a week off, and starting on Monday, so today is Saturday, you guys will watch this on Sunday. Starting on Monday, I will be reading episode 7, and I will read every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the next 2 weeks, episodes 7 through 12. I drafted these episodes already. However, as I've been editing them, things have changed. I've deleted words, I've changed plot lines. So I took last week off to get ahead and didn't work on it. I just needed a break. And so I'm back to like needing to finish episode 7 by Monday, which is fine. I work well under pressure. I'm a procrastinator. Raise your hand in the comments. Put a pink heart or pink flower in the comments if you are also just a procrastinator, never started any like high school or college projects until like 2 days before that was me, or like hours before it was due. And I thrive under that. I enjoy it. And my fans know that this is just still kind of a rough draft version, but we're having fun. So anyway, my goals for the Rough Draft Challenge are to finish the edits and read this book and actually publish this book. It'll be coming out on November 14th. So I need to edit it, get it to my editor, etc., etc. No, not 14th, the 21st. So the final reading will be on the 14th. On the 21st, the book will come out. So I'm going to list it for pre-order coming up this next week. And that is how fast you can turn a book around if you want to, and you have a good editor who can work with you piece by piece. So the first 6 episodes I will be sending off to the editor probably tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm working on that. So 2 stories in the Rough Draft Challenge. I will be editing, which also means probably extensively rewriting portions of 7 through 12. And then I will be starting book 2 in this series, which is, I am just calling ATOT. So A Mirror of Shadows was AMOS. This is ATOT. And I will reveal the cover and things like that next. But here is the cover for A Mirror of Shadows. And I will link for you down below if you want to come listen to me read it. You can catch up and then join us. But if not, the book will be out on November 21st. So dual projects. I am hoping to actually finish this book, get it published, and write the entirety of the first draft of ATOT, book 2. And so it's going to be a busy month, but I am excited to just let myself get fully immersed in this story. So the goal technically is 50,000 words, which is about what I think the second book will be. But there will also be words written in this, but I don't know exactly how to set that goal, because in the Rough Draft Challenge website, you can't set multiple goals. So I think I'm just going to set the 50,000 word goal in this first week or so, where I'm working on episodes 7 to 12. It's not that they won't count, but I will reward myself separately. So anyway, long message there, but let me show you how I'm rewarding myself this month for the Rough Draft Challenge. First goal, first reward is 10,000 words. So this is for book 2, really. Well, let's start with book 1. Book 1, when I have finished reading episode 12 and it is done, I get to have this beautiful purse. Now, I personally like to buy my rewards first and then just have them held back. So as soon as I am done talking through this, George will get these, and I will not be able to collect them from him until it is done. For some of you, the buying might feel like the reward. So don't buy it until you achieve it, especially if you're the kind of person that'll be like, well, I already bought it, so let me just go ahead and use it. I see you. I know who you are. Don't buy it yet. But this, I was afraid, since it was kind of a Halloween item, would just go out of stock. So I bought it ahead of time. I am a very like immediate gratification person too. So I know if it's there and I can actually get it and don't have to wait for it to arrive or be delivered, I'll be more motivated. But anyway, this is the Loungefly Wednesday typewriter. So it's Wednesday's typewriter. Inside, I haven't even opened to see what it looks like, but I'll do that when we get there. It has Wednesday, Loungefly, and Nevermore Academy on the back, and it's just so cute. And it does have a crossbody strap and these other straps, and I just love it. So that will be my reward for finishing book 1 and getting it up to the editor. Book 2 will start the 10,000 rewards. So every 10,000 words, I get a reward. First 10,000 is this beautiful Tokidoki. I collect all of these. You probably have seen them around if you've been in my videos before, but I collect these Tokidoki figurines, and this is their 20th anniversary box. So I will get this at 10,000 words. I get this second one, which is this galactic Hello Kitty Galactic Cat collaboration. I will get this at 20,000 words. Here's some of the examples. So they have a Pom Pom Purin, a My Melody, a Pachaco, a Hello Kitty. There's a lot of cute little guys in there. So this will be 20,000 words. For 30,000 words, I get this sweatshirt. Hopefully I can let me set my camera down and see if I can pull it up. So this is from the Taylor Swift Life of a Showgirl release. So it does look like it still has some of the packing materials on it, but this is just a sweatshirt, extra large, so it should be a little bit oversized. The Life of a Showgirl in purple on the front, and then on the back it says Life of a Showgirl and has some images of Taylor on there. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm hopeful I will get to earn this at 30,000 words, and then it does have the TS on the sleeve as well. Another Taylor Swift item for 40,000 words, and that is the father figure hat that says "Leave it with me, I protect the family," which I love because that song is very much about getting her rights back and, protecting her community and her work. And this is how I feel about being a indie author with a big community, is like, I just feel like part of my job is to protect our community, protect my family, protect my own IP, things like that. So I love that hat. That's my 40,000 words. Then 50,000 words, which I will be quite motivated to earn, is a planner. So it's tiny. You will see this hopefully featured, if I'm lucky, in my 2026 planner lineup. So this is a Notique in a brand new size I've never used before, which is pocket rings. You guys, I'm so excited for this. So this is the black Croco. She discontinued this size, and so I got this for such a huge discount. This was like $30 for a leather planner. So I am very excited to have it, and it's so cute. And this will be my wallet carry next year. So all my cards will go into it. It's going to be set up with habit trackers and some other things. It has these beautiful black rings. It has a back pocket for cash. I'm so excited for this little planner and to set it up. So this 50,000 reward for me will be this cute little planner and some accessories and inserts that I have purchased for it. And then hopefully we will all get to set this up together for my planner setups in December. So those are my rewards, but in order to earn them, I've got to get moving on the words. So I spent most of that 3-hour live stream just cleaning up some of the rough draft of episode 7 and going through and making sure that all the beats that are for episodes 7 through 12 are solidified and ready to go. And now we're going to go eat some dinner, and then I'll be back for Jenna's live stream later and hopefully join her while also watching the final game of the World Series. We are not necessarily like Dodgers or Blue Jays fans. We're Texas Rangers, Atlanta Braves fans, but neither one of them are in the World Series. So we've been rooting for the Dodgers only because the Blue Jays beat the Braves when I was a teenager in high school at the World Series, and it broke my heart. So I'm a Dodgers fan for this. And I have a Dodgers shirt that I might put on later just because Andrew was on a Dodgers, teenage team. So this will be fun. But we're going to go eat. The room is clean. Things are ready to go. Words are flowing. Things are moving, but hopefully actual words on the page later this evening. So this is where all the Halloween decorations went. But, well, that's not a decoration. That's just a teenager, which is also horrifying. Ah. Pretend you're a statue. This is my Halloween statue right here with a bag full of candy. But we have got to get this cleaned up later. But for now, we're going to go eat some dinner and then come back and watch the World Series. Dodgers won. What a crazy night. We stayed up way too late. It is almost midnight. The kids are still awake, just now going to bed. But we have been watching every single game of the World Series together for a long time. So had to stay up for that. That was fun. I did not think the Dodgers were going to be able to pull it off, but they did. So good. If Yamamoto, the pitcher, is not the MVP of the series, I will be shocked. Let me know in the comments. Put a little baseball in the comments if you were watching the game, if you're a fan. I know that not everybody is a baseball fan, but we had such a great time as a family, and it brings back memories of my childhood watching Braves games, listening to Braves games on the radio when they weren't being played. We didn't have cable or anything growing up. We just had an antenna on the top of the roof that sometimes my dad would have to climb on the roof, and we would have to open the window and yell at him, "Okay, there, no, a little to the left," to be able to get like 3 channels out in the country in the middle of nowhere. So we also don't have cable here, but we do have a good antenna, so we get all the local stations. So a lot of times growing up, we just listened to the Braves games on the radio, unless it was like a World Series game when we got to actually watch them, and it was always a big family affair. So it feels good to share that tradition with my family. Now, in terms of how did my writing go for day 1? So like I said, I'm working through episodes 7 through 12 of my book 1 of my new series. And today during sprints, I decided to change a piece of the plot and elongate something and push something to book 2. So that's going to mean a lot more edits than I thought, but you got to do what you got to do to make the book good. It's just that I'm on a very tight timeline. So that actually excites me and makes it more fun, but it also means I cannot let a day go by without working. So Episode 7, I did mostly brainstorming today. Episode 7, I wrote 728 new words, and then the rest was edits. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start accruing words to an average or guesstimate of what is new and added words. So what I will do is, since Google has tabs, I will tab in Google a new tab when I'm working on new words, and then I'll copy and paste them back into the document, and that way I know how many I got. So it's late right now. We do have daylight savings time, like rollback. So it's technically 11:35, but only 10:35. So hopefully I'll still get some good sleep, but I don't want to even go update my word count on the website. So I'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow is church, lunch, and we're going to see K-pop Demon Hunters in the theater for the sing-along. My teenage son is horrified, but Evie and I are very excited. George is very excited. So hopefully Andrew will get behind it and have a good time. But tomorrow's going to be packed in terms of a day, and I'm reading episode 7 live on Monday. So stay tuned to hear how that goes. Hopefully it's going to be great. So I am so excited to share this journey with you, to write for the whole month, to have this gift not only of being able to focus on my creativity for a month, but being able to share it with you. We are back. Vlogs are back. We've got this. Rough Draft Diaries are back, and it's going to be an awesome month. I hope you had a great day 1. Let us know in the comments what you're working on, what your goal is, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.